Every articulate speaker understands 5 qualities about speech that enables them to be more persuasive, precise, and playful with their words. We are going to talk about 5 qualities. So these 5 qualities include using appropriate body language, implementing dramatic pauses, avoiding filler words, practicing before they actually do the speech, and improving or expanding their vocabulary. Ever heard of practice makes perfect? Well, it don't. It makes progress. And you wanna know what else makes progress? Feedback. And that's why you find that a speaker or a learner who's been speaking English for a month or quite some time is better than a learner who hasn't yet tried to speak in English. That's why you also find that a speaker or a public speaker who's been speaking publicly for a year is much better than a speaker who hasn't yet started. And this is all because of feedback. Every articulate speaker understands 5 qualities about speech that enables them to be more persuasive, precise, and playful with their words. And I'm going to share with you some of these qualities about speech that will help you massively improve your ability to speak and convey information as an English learner or even just as a speaker. We are going to talk about 5 qualities. So these 5 qualities include using appropriate body language, implementing dramatic pauses, practicing before they actually do the speech, and improving or expanding their vocabulary. So let's start with body language. So relaying information is more than just spitting words out of your mouth. It also involves your body. Your body also communicates. And I'm sure your body communicates 80% of the time more than your mouth communicates. Body language is very important when it comes to conveying information or just giving out speech. Whether you're just talking to your mom or talking in front of a class or doing public speaking, body language is very important and vital. So you want to make sure that you are using the right or the appropriate body language. Body language is both verbal and non-verbal. Verbal body language refers to your tone, when you raise your voice or you lower your voice while speaking. Non-verbal body language includes things like eye contact, head movements, hand movements, body postures. So you want to make sure that you're using the appropriate body language because most of the time your body speaks louder than your mouth. So let's say for instance you were giving a motivational speech and you're like, in order to achieve your goals, you have to be disciplined, you have to stay focused. Clearly, in as much as you are speaking very strong and heavy words and motivational words, your body does not align with your words. In that case, if you say, in order to achieve your goals, you have to be disciplined, you have to be focused. Do you notice the difference now? And you also want to make sure that you're using the appropriate vocal tone. For instance, if you're telling someone to stop doing something, then you say like, stop doing that. They wouldn't really take you seriously. But if you say stop doing what you're doing, you raise your voice a little bit, they might take you seriously, especially kids. So we also have eye contact and hand movements. Most of the time you find that speakers tend to move their hands a lot while they're speaking. It gives you momentum, especially when you're giving public speech. Let's talk about eye contact. Try to maintain eye contact with your audience or with the people you're talking to. This also creates a connection between you and the person you're talking to. That's why I'm looking direct into the camera. Let's say I was looking here and I'm talking to you. Do you feel some sort of connection? No, you don't. But when I look here, I'm creating eye contact. You can feel that I'm talking to you directly. Let's get to the second technique. Use or implement dramatic pauses during your speech. One of the famous people that used this was Martin Luther King. So it's all about breathing or taking a pause, then continuing with your speech. For instance, when I say, yesterday I went to this local bookstore. Now you want to know what happened next. Yes, because I paused. You are like, what happened? You expect me to continue speaking, right? But when I pause, I kind of grab your attention. And so here's some of the importance of using dramatic pauses. It gives you the speaker time to choose better words to use in your speech. For instance, if someone asks you, how was the steak? Or how was the steak? So instead of just saying, oh, it was good, you can use words like it was tender and well seasoned. It also gives you time to absorb the question you've been asked, especially if you are in an interview. Dramatic pauses also makes the listener value the weight of your words. Using dramatic pauses also shows confidence. It shows confidence. It shows that you're not in a hurry to answer questions. It shows that you are confident enough with what you are saying. It also makes the listener more interested and more attentive to what you're going to say next. To improve your speaking skills, ensure that you implement or use dramatic pauses when speaking. Let's get to the third technique. Avoid using filler words. So what are filler words? Words like like. So what's your take on modern public speaking? Sounds familiar? It shows that you are not confident. It shows that you are not sure of what you want to say. It also shows that you're not thinking before you speak. You are speaking faster than you're thinking, and now your brain is trying to catch up with your mouth. Just keep your mouth closed until you're ready to speak. Take your time, take a moment, relax, then speak. Fourth technique is expanding your vocabulary or using extensive or expansive vocabulary. If you want to be a good speaker or to improve on your speaking skills, if you are asked something, intensively describe with more than just one word. Don't just give a one-word answer. And in order to give more than one answer when asked a question, you have to ensure that you are constantly learning new vocabulary words. Because sometimes you really know what you want to say, but you don't really have the words to describe what you really want to say. So it's really important that you extend your vocabulary. Don't stay to the normal or commonly used vocabulary words. Look for sources to help you expand your vocabulary. Read a variety of books that have different vocabulary. Listen to podcasts to expand your vocabulary so that you don't find yourself overusing words or using commonly used words. For instance, if you want to tell someone, I love you, did you know you can tell someone you fancy them, you adore them, you cherish them? Expand your vocabulary. Let's get to the final technique, practice. So in most of my videos, I highly stress on this one, practice. Practice makes progress. And when you practice, you get feedback. When you get feedback, you learn from the feedback and you do better next time. So if you really want to improve your speaking skills, you really have to put your mouth or your speaking muscles into practice. There's literally no way. If you thought there was another way to learn to speak in English than speaking, then I don't know. There's literally no way to learn how to speak or to improve your speaking skills unless you're speaking. Because how will you improve on something you're not doing yet? It's really easier to steer a moving ship than to steer a stationary ship. You have to be doing something for you to improve. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna leave you with those 5 techniques. And if you really are serious about improving your speaking skills, try implementing the 5 techniques that I've shared with you today and see how it goes.